Hey guys, I have an awesome video topic for us today. Me talking about excuses and how our excuses hold us back from moving forward in our business, moving forward towards our dreams, towards the life we want, towards anything that we're envisioning that we really want for ourselves and for our life. Okay? Excuses are very tricky and sneaky, and a lot of times we don't even recognize that they are excuses. We think they are the truth, and we think they are valid. And I want you to be able to recognize excuses for what they are, because this will give you so much power when it comes to going after your dreams, your dream business, your dream life, the freedom, the flexibility that you really want. Okay? So, does any of this sound familiar to you? Especially when you're getting started in your business and you're saying, I can't do it because I don't have the time, because of my family, my kids, my job. I don't have the money. I'm in debt. I can't do it. I can't do it because my kids are in school. I can't do it because my kids are out of school. I can't do it because we're saving for college. I can't do it because I'm saving for retirement. Let me see. I'm not ready. I can't do it because I'm different and maybe it's not going to work for me. Even though it's worked for other people, it may not work for me. I don't know enough. Okay, so there's like, I can't do it because of it's the wrong time because I'm getting married, I'm having a kid. Like, let me just let you know that these are all excuses, okay? And how do I know they're excuses? The reason I know they're excuses and the reason that you know their excuse is because even though you're going through this or this is happening in your life, which these things that I just talked about, this is just life, right? There's going to be people that get sick. There's going to be people that die. You're going to have kids. You're going to move. Like, all this stuff is going to happen. And that is how life works. That doesn't mean that you cannot go after your dreams. It does not mean you can't build a successful business unless you allow it to stop you to do that. And the other reason why I know these are excuses is because there's other people that can be in that exact same situation and they go after their dreams and they make it happen anyways. Okay? So I want you to recognize this because it's going to give you so much power as far as not getting stuck by your excuses and being able to move forward towards your dreams and towards the vision you have for your life. Okay, so I'm going to talk about 5 things that you can do to not get stuck in your excuses. So number 1 is commitment. We have to make a commitment to go after our dream business and the life that we want. And this means you are all in. You're making the decision to do it and to go after it. And this is no matter what. It's not 1 foot in, 1 foot out. It would be kind of nice. It would be nice if it happens someday. Those things that you say would be nice if they happen someday, but you never actually move forward towards those. Those things will always stay a nice vision in the future that you're hoping are going to magically happen, but you're not taking any action towards them. So recognize those things that you're always waiting for, and you're always waiting for the right time, or you're just waiting for something to happen so that you can do it. And know that in order to make something happen, all you have to do is make the commitment. Make the commitment to go after it now and honor that commitment and decide that you're all in and this is what you're choosing and you're choosing to go after this versus it would be nice, or I'm going to kind of put 1 toe in and 1 toe out and not really go all in, not really commit myself, not really do the work and make the investment, both time and money-wise, that I know is necessary. Okay, so that's number 1. And making that decision. And people who are successful in life make decisions. They make them quickly, they stick with their decisions, and they honor their decisions. And if you're worried about making the wrong decision, there is no such thing as a wrong decision. Whatever decision you decide is right as long as you honor it and you go after it. So that's number 1, commitment. Number 2, understanding how your brain works. So as soon as you make a commitment, or even when you're thinking about making a commitment, your brain is going to freak out. It's going to be like, oh my God, don't do it. The world's going to end. because our brain wants us to stay the same. It wants us to stay exactly where we are right now. It doesn't want us to start a business. It doesn't want us to do anything that might rock the boat, that might have some sort of a risk. And so I want you to recognize that it's totally normal that your brain is going to freak out as soon as you make this commitment. And even when you're thinking about making this commitment or making this decision. And that is just the way that the brain works. It wants us to stay exactly where we are right now. And if you're totally happy with where you are right now and you don't want anything to change, then that's perfectly fine. But if you want things that are different in your life, you have to recognize that your brain is going to try to stop you from doing anything differently. And you have to be aware of that, and you just do it anyways. And it's going to feel uncomfortable. You're going to feel fear, and you're going to feel, whatever it is, fear, discomfort, and that's okay. You can do it anyways. You can feel those things and do it anyways. Okay, so that's number 2. Number 3 is understanding that you need to create the time and the money for your business and for whatever else it is that you're wanting to create in your life. So a lot of times I hear from people when they're thinking about starting the business, like, I don't have the time or I don't have the money. Or they're like, let me see if I can fit it into my budget, or let me see how I can fit it into my schedule. And the thing is, like, none of us sit around having money to invest into our business. None of us sit around having all this extra time that we can put towards growing our business. We have to decide to put aside that time. We have to look and find that money. We have to create that money or create that time in our schedule for our business. It isn't just magically sitting around, okay? So don't think that. A lot of times I hear from people like, well, I don't have the money. Well, go and find the money, create the money, like figure out how you can get it, get creative on it. If you've made that commitment, then get creative and figure out how you can come up, how you can create that time and that money, okay? Super important. So the 4th piece, or the 4th step really to letting go of these excuses and instead moving forward with your dream, is saying yes to the things that are going to support you in moving forward towards your vision, and saying no to the things that aren't. And so what I mean is, there's things that are going to come up, like you're going to get invited to events, there's going to be parties, there's going to be things that might keep you from moving forward with your business. And I want you to recognize that you can say no to things, and that you don't need to be a people pleaser and do everything that other people want you to do. And instead, you can prioritize your business, your vision, your dreams, and take the responsibility of saying yes to the things that are going to help you move forward, and saying no to the things that are going to stop you from moving forward, okay? So this is really you taking responsibility for your dreams. No one else is going to do it for you, and it's very easy to blame other people for not giving you the time. Like, my kids, maybe, like, they always need me to drive them somewhere or whatever it is. Like, when you're totally committed to something, you will come up with a way to deal with these challenges, right? And so that's really the importance of being committed and saying no to things that aren't going to help you move forward, and yes to the things that are. Okay, so the 5th piece, or the 5th step, is being consistent and honoring your schedule. So in order to move forward with your business, you have to be consistent with it. You can't just start and stop. And you need to set aside that time, and you need to honor it. And this goes back to the previous step as well, as far as saying yes to the things, saying yes to your schedule, and yes to that time that you put aside for your business, and honoring that. Because life is going to happen, things are going to come up, and unless you have committed to your business and made it a non-negotiable priority, it's very easy to allow that time for your business to be filled by other things, like doing the laundry, like driving your kids somewhere, like going outside and playing in the sunshine, like whatever it is. Not that you can't do any of these things. Like, yes, you can put these things in your schedule, but you also can put aside the time for building your business, and make sure that you honor that time and you protect it so that you can move forward. So I want you to just be aware of when those excuses are coming up for you and how they're stopping you from moving forward so that you can actually see them for what they are. Our excuses are just stories that we've told ourselves that we're believing and we're accepting as true. But like I said, how you know it is a story is because someone else could be in that exact same situation and they won't let it stop them. They would still move forward. They would still get those results. But we get to choose whether we believe that story and we believe that it's like a valid excuse. I mean, whether it's a valid excuse or not, it's still an excuse. So you get to choose whether you want your excuses and whether your excuses are more important or whether you want to have that dream and that vision and whether that's more important for you. So look, like take out a piece of paper, make a list all the reasons why you're not moving forward with your business, all the reasons why you don't have the results you want with your business. And I want you to recognize that these are excuses and go through and see that. And once you see that, it's going to give you so much power as far as being able to move forward. Okay? And I want to let you know too, like no one has been in the perfect spot to ever start a business. It doesn't happen. So you can sit around and wait for it forever. When I started my business, I was over $200,000 in debt from going to chiropractic school. I moved back with my parents so that I could save money and invest in my business. I got an extra job working retail, working as I was dressing mannequins. I was doing visual merchandising, okay? And so I didn't have money saved either. I put everything for starting my business on a credit card. And so I just want you guys to recognize that no one is ever in the perfect spot to start a business, but you can decide that you're going to make it happen and figure out a way to do it. And that's what I did because my vision was so important to me and I wanted to make sure that I made it happen because I knew this is what I was meant to be doing. So just be aware of those excuses, find out what they are, and decide whether you want to hold on to your excuse or whether you want your dream and your vision more, which is more important to you. Okay? I hope you found this video super helpful. If you did, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. If you have, I would love to know in the comments, like what are the big excuses that are coming up for you? And I'm not saying this to call you out on them. I want to help you see like how you can find a way around these excuses so that you can actually move forward. So whatever's coming up for you, write it in the comments. I would love to hear about it. And of course, if you have any other questions, feel free to ask them as well. Thanks so much for joining me. I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.